Good morning, dear students. My name is Rajneesh Tyagi, and I welcome to you all for the online classes on Master G Rajneesh Tyagi. We will go for the next paragraph now. Here we go. Clouds were rising from the ocean now. The unexpected warmth of the past few days had at night drawn heavy fog from the cold waves. It was the time of that period, that climate. There was the cold waves were floating in the air, and Sadao was mist height outlines of a little island near the shore, and then come creeping up the beach below the house. The house of Dr. Sadao was located at that place where was so much coldness, okay, due to the cold waves and due to cold fog, due to the fog also. The atmosphere of that place was very cold, and breathing around in the pines, in a few minutes, fog would be wrapped about the house too. And he knew that very well, that the fog and the waves will capture the house also. And it was very pretty, it was very pleasing for him. Then he would go into the room where Hana, and then he will get the entry to his wife Hana. The name of Dr. Sadao's wife is Hana, and they have two children. His wife would be waiting for him with the two children, and his wife already is waiting in her room with her two children. But at this moment, the door opened, and she looked out. When door opened, his wife Hana, she looked out, and what did she look there? A dark blue woolen hero over her kimono. A person was there who has put on kimono. Kimono is a costume of the Japanese people. Perhaps you have seen so many times in the cartoon serial of Doraemon also. Mr. Kaminari, he used to put on that kimono. She came to him affectionately and put her arms through his as he stood. And where Dr. Sada was standing, where he stood there, Hana put her arms on his shoulder and he smiled and said nothing. It means she was pleasing to her husband, and she was loving him, and she was just showing her expressions, her love to Dr. Sada. He had met Hana in America. That was the first time in the life of those people when they met with each other. That was the place, and America. They met with each other there. It means she was also doing study there with Dr. Sadao, and Dr. Sadao he met very first time to Hana at that place. But he had waited to fall in love with her until he was sure she was Japanese. But when Dr. Sadao saw that girl first time in America, he wanted to make this confirmation that she is a Japanese girl or not, because he knew that his father will not allow him to get married with that girl. So until fall in love with that lady, Dr. Sadao confirmed this thing that she is a Japanese girl, or she should not be an American, or she should not be out of the country of Japan. His father would never have received her unless she had been pure in her race, because he knew that this thing very well. If she will be out of the race of the Japanese people, his father will not allow him at any cost to get married with that girl. That's why he confirmed these things firstly. He wondered often whom he would have married if he had not met Hannah, and by what luck he had found her in the most casual way. There was no intention of Dr. Sadao to meet with any girl in America. He found him by coincidence, by chance, literally, at an American professor's house. There was the meeting of those people at the house of a professor, and the professor and his wife had been kind people, anxious to do something for their new foreign students. And the professors of that American country, they were very anxious, they were very kind to those students who had come for the educations out of the country. So because of their support, because of their kindness, they met with each other at the house of the professors, and they fall in love with each other. That's why they got married with. And then students staff board had accepted this kindness. Sadao had often told Hana how nearly he had not gone to Professor Hawley's house that night rooms. And he discussed so many times with his wife Hana, if he could have not gone to the house of Professor Harley's, so he could have not met any time with her. That was the reason, and they made a very great love story there, and they got married also. And dear students, this is the questions to all of you, that why Sadao did go to America. You will write down this question in your notebook. And subscribe, like, and share my channel. Thank you very much.